Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel with my husband. Today for about the video for the doctor.
The doctor, yeah,
Yes.
medical update here on the Baby May channel.
Yes.
So, a month ago, I guess, we got
Yeah.
my eye done. One of my eyes for cataracts. No big deal. Cataract surgery out here is safe. It's cost effective. There's no reason for me to go back home and have it done. They've got all the right equipment and all that good stuff. And it costs $1,400 an eye, USD, approximately 71,000 pesos. So for me to have flown home and tried to do it there and use Medicare would have been 3 times as expensive, even though the surgery would have been free. By the time I would have paid for airfare, hotel, and found the doctor and all the rental cars and meals and hoopla, it didn't make sense. So a lot of folks go, oh, I wouldn't do that in the Philippines. Well, I would, okay, and I did, and it's fine. And then in 11 days, we're going to go do this eye,
Yeah.
and then we'll finally be done. Well, that's not the point of this video. Point of this video is prior to allowing me to have the surgery, the optician, I guess that's the name of the way you say it, the eye doctor wanted me to get a medical clearance from my normal physician.
Yeah.
And we did that a month ago.
Yes.
We went into my physician, and I thought she was just going to take my blood pressure, ask me a few questions, and then sign off on the surgery. Au contraire, mon frere. That's not what happened. She said, you need a complete workup. It's been a couple of years, and we need to check you out. So they did x-rays, they did blood, they
Yeah.
did urine, they did all that kind of happy stuff. And most of the stuff came back normal, okay. But one critical problem they found that they had to address and they wanted to treat before signing off on doing the eye is the fact that I have thick blood. And there's a name for it and I can't pronounce it, or I would. But the cause of it is either DNA, and then there's the outside, possibly DNA or family history. They don't really know why people do that. It's kind of a rare disease, to be honest with you, or condition. I shouldn't call it a disease. And the things that contribute to it most are dehydration, testosterone replacement therapy can cause it, and cigarette smoking
Yeah.
can cause it. So, or contribute to it, if nothing else. And so, we're going to go day after tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
We have to be at the hospital and at 6 a.m. or actually before. And I have to get a biopsy done. They have to take a needle into my hip, I guess, and take out a piece of bone marrow. And I'm not looking forward to that because I understand it's painful. But they went ahead and signed off on my eye and let me have the surgery. And we're going to go in 11 days and do the other eye.
Yeah.
And so that'll be cool. And then pretty soon I'll be able to go back to regular glasses. But right now I still have to wear this because we use a backlight and
Yeah.
it's too bright and I can't handle it. So that being said, what I did to be proactive on this condition of the thickening blood, I find it to be a blessing. You know, it's just things just seem to work out for me. Like I go in for this one silly cataract thing, and they demand that I have a physical, which I never would have thought about having, because I just had one 2 years ago in Thailand,
Yeah.
and everything was cool. But they said, no, we want you to have one now, and I found out that I have a problem. So we've been on medication, or I've been on medication, and I just finished the medication yesterday,
Yeah.
the script that they gave me, and we're going to go get this test done. And just to go over some cost with you, on the cataracts themselves, there's 71,000 pesos for the mono lens, which is the not fancy lens, which is fine with me. Means that I'll just need to wear reading glasses. but it will correct my vision. This eye is already fixed. It
Yeah.
already sees better than this one. It took it about a week and a half, 10 days for this one to
Yeah.
actually focus. It was out of focus when I first got the surgery, and I was a little concerned about it. But then I read up on it, and I saw the doctor, and we just went for another checkup the other day.
Yeah.
And we got self-organized. And on Thanksgiving Day here in the Philippines, it'll actually be it'll be Thanksgiving Eve for you guys. I'll be having the surgery done on this eye. And again, that's no big deal. The condition that they found with the thickening blood is, I don't know if I already mentioned it or not. If I did, I'll go ahead and do it again. Is what contributes to that, or the cause of it, is really unknown. But what they do is they found that the way to best treat it, or what can contribute to the condition in a negative way, is dehydration. So water intake.
Yeah.
Remember that everybody kept saying,
Yeah.
Paul, you got to drink more water.
Yeah, more water.
So I've been drinking, what do we got in the refrigerator?
Yeah.
Water. In the car, water.
Yeah.
And my nurse over here is constantly saying, hey, drink this water. And we've got sugar-free Gatorade too.
Yeah.
So, but I like the waters best. And so I've doubled my intake on water. Testosterone replacement therapy to help the old libido. That contributes to the problem. So I've ceased that. I don't think I'm going to cease that forever, but I've held off on it for the last few months, or the last month and a half. I've stopped doing it just because I want to get this other thing under control. And then the hardest thing was, or the other big major contributing factor to the thickening of the blood, is cigarettes, smoking, tobacco. She's laughing because
I'm thinking you forgot already that. Because 1 month, right? Getting
Yeah.
1 month, yeah.
yeah, so it's been a month since I've had a cigarette. And I think I talked about it on my channel, about going through the withdrawals and all that kind of stuff. So if you guys have any questions about that, there's some stuff on my other channel
Yeah.
where I've talked about 3, 3, and 3, 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. I actually did a dedicated little video, got very few views, which I understand because I actually said how I quit smoking.
Yeah.
And the only person that's going to click on a video like that is someone who's smoking,
Yeah.
number one, and there's not that many smokers left in the world. And number two, possibly somebody who wants to quit or figure out how I
So
did.
hard.
Yeah, it's so hard. But that's why I only got very little views on it, but I did it as a community service video anyway. And for those that were asking, hey, what method did I use? And I cover it in that video. So that's that. We are going to go and find out what the dealio is with this. I'm interested in seeing what the biopsy reveals. They take the bone marrow and then they send it to Manila.
Yeah.
And they have to have it analyzed there. It comes back to the specialist here, and then we'll give you that update.
Yes.
And then we've had stress recently. Just yesterday we did a video update on the house build,
Yeah.
the progress, or more appropriately the lack of progress that's happening on our house build. Just want you guys to know that we're not that stressed out about it. We bought the land and we didn't intend to build on it for over a year.
Yeah.
And then this builder guy approached me or us and said, hey, I want to build on your place. And I took us around and showed us all
Yeah.
these places. And we talked to all these people. And I said, how do you like this guy? And they're like, he's great. How do you like this guy? He's great, right?
Yeah.
And the houses were really nice.
Yeah.
And we visited and we talked to the people that were using him. And 6 months ago, 7 months ago, when that all started, I was like, yeah. And he goes, I'll give you these terms. And the terms were super attractive. And I said, okay, we'll ink up. What the hell? We can handle that. Basically, he's done nothing except overpromise and underdeliver. And he looked at us last week and said, I've got your water for you.
Yeah.
I've got your electric for you, right?
Yeah.
We're not going to say his name or the company name.
Yeah.
But he didn't have it. And why he said it, I don't understand. And it's like, I keep, and I know other people are contacting me because they're having the same problem with the same guy. And they're saying, why doesn't he just tell us the truth? And I don't know. I guess some people they just can't do it. So we don't know if we're dealing with a legit guy, an illegit guy. We've already kind of mentally, I feel a lot better about the whole thing, which is why I made the video.
Yeah.
And I'm going to continue to do videos once a week about the progress or lack of progress. And they're going to be very realistic. People on social media, and I took a beating in the comments, trust me. And that's okay. I knew it was coming. But people on social media always want to present themselves in the best light. I watched probably 10 different people building homes. And you know what? Everything was just perfect. Everything was just beautiful. Oh, look, here today we've got our walls are up. And oh, look, here's the tile. And oh, here's the pool. And wah, 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 wah. And I said, that's not life. You know, life doesn't work that way. Not one of the videos that I watched did they say, boy, we really had a problem today with this. And we had to stop and start. And we rejected this and rejected that. We changed this and changed that. We got into a fight with our builder. Never heard any of that. And so I thought, you know what? This is reality. This is what happened to us. And I'm just going to sit down and explain it and show the other side, that our life isn't perfect out here in the Philippines. Things go wrong. I really have no recourse against anybody at any time. If I give somebody X amount of dollars to do a job for me and he just walks away with the money, I don't really, as a foreigner, I'm not a citizen, I don't have any real recourse other than to try to take matters into my own hands, if you know what I mean, and I don't want to go there. So that's kind of the story. That's kind of the update. This video is just sort of a little update, I guess, of what's going on in our world, right?
Yes.
And today we're going to go down to Valencia Market. It's Sunday.
Yes.
And we're going to go buy vegetables and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to meet a few friends for coffee.
Yes.
And then we're going to go drive around and get some prices on some hotels. Because we want to do a driving video, which we haven't done in like over a year, a couple of years now.
I think 3 years,
It's been a long time.
Yeah,
where I'm driving the bike and she's filming behind me. And we're going to be showing you, giving you a tour of hotels. Once you arrive, I'm going to go back in time and I'm going to pretend it's my first day in Dumaguete, which it was 7.5 years ago. And I'm going to say, okay, here I am at the bus station.
Yes.
And then we're going to go for a ride, and I'm going to show you this hotel that I would recommend you to stay at on your first night or second night to have the proverbial soft landing. Easy peasy on you. Much easier than it was on me in the beginning because I didn't know anything, anybody. I came here naked, basically. I had a suitcase, I had a backpack, and I didn't know a single soul. And I didn't have a hotel reservation. I just kind of knew that I would just work it out when I figured it out when I got here. And so anyway, I thought I'd maybe ease the load on you guys and show you, here's where you go for this. I'll take you around and show you where you can rent a scooter real quick if you want to bounce into one. We got Goldfinger has got the rental business of the bikes, but he may be out of bikes. So I want to give you guys a backup place. And there's a number of places to rent scooters, cars, stuff like that. And then go down on the boulevard and show some other hotels.
Yes.
And so today, I think we're just going to go to the hotels and go in and get price lists.
Yeah.
Like, hey, how much is it for a room here? And then go to a nicer hotel, and then a nicer hotel, and then a closer hotel to the boulevard. And again, just kind of pretend that it's your first week here in Dumaguete. What should you do when you first arrive? How should you spend your first week? Well, most likely you're going to spend it in a hotel. So we thought we'd give you 5 or 6, 3 or 4, whatever it comes out to be, hotel options and prices and where they're located and show them to you. I don't think we're going to go into the rooms. We did that on one video.
Yeah.
And it's a hassle because you got to get off the bike You're going to go inside. You're going to ask permission. And then you got to find someone to open the room. And it turns into a 2-day event to make one little 20-minute video. So I would rather just get the information, drive you around, show you the locations,
Yeah.
and then say, here, go on Agoda or go on trip.com
Yes.
and take a look at the rooms, the pictures. Same thing as us going up there and
Yeah.
videotaping it. So we're going to do a lazy man's view of hotels here in sleepy little Dumagetti.
Yeah.
And that's about all I got to say. What do you got to say?
So-
Anything new? Or you just want me to make my little speech?
That is guys for Daddy Paul update for
Health
about the doctor
and future videos.
Yes.
And a little bit about our home build or
Yeah.
lack of home build. And we're going to see where that goes. I never knew until I read the comment sections of my video how many expert builders there are in the world and how stupid I am and how smart they are. So I tip my proverbial hat to you for being so intelligent, and I'm sorry that I'm such an idiot when it comes to anything and everything Philippines. So
Thank
with
you,
that,
Daddy
I'll sign
Paul,
off and say goodbye.
Thank you guys for always support my YouTube channel and Daddy Paul channel. Thank you so much and bye-bye.
See you later.